United, Chelsea aim to stamp authority. Paris. Jose Mourinho's Manchester United will be looking to maintain the robust start to their Champions League campaign when they head to Benfica on Wednesday today, while Antonio Conte's Chelsea entertain Roma. Barcelona and Lionel Messi meanwhile play their first home match at the Camp Nou since the Catalonia independence referendum that plunged Spain into chaos, when Olympiakos visit. Here AFP Sport takes a look at what is at stake in each group. Benfica POR v Manchester United. Manchester United can take a giant stride towards a first appearance in the knockout stages since the 201,314 season, with a win at pointless Benfica, a repeat of the 1968 final. The Portuguese champions suffered a humiliating 50 defeat at Basel last time out, their heaviest in the competition, following an opening home loss to CSKA Moscow. United played out a 0-0 draw at bitter rivals Liverpool on Saturday, falling 2 points behind Manchester City in the Premier League after failing to score for the first time this term. Sweden defender Victor Lindelof returns to his former club following his closeseason move to United, while Andre Almeida is serving a twomatch ban for Benfica. CSKA Moscow RUS v Basel SUI. The two sides face off in Russia with the chance to steal a march in the battle to stay within sight of pacesetters Manchester United. CSKA have won all 4 prior meetings with Swiss opponents, including home and away victories over Young Boys in this year's playoff round, but finished bottom in each of their past 4 group campaigns. Basel's club record demolition of Benfica halted a 9-match winless run in Europe, but they are only 3rd in Switzerland as they hunt a 9th straight domestic crown. CSKA goalkeeper Igor Akinfeev hasn't kept a clean sheet in the Champions League proper since 2006, an astonishing run of 45 games. Bayern Munich GER v Celtic SCO Jupp Heynckes embarked on his 4th spell as Bayern Munich coach with a 50 rout of Freiburg on Saturday after replacing the sacked Carlo Ancelotti. The 72-year-old led Bayern to the treble in 2013 before retiring and was brought in to steady the ship after Bayern were thumped 30 by Paris Saint-Germain in the last European outing. Celtic recorded a first group stage win away from home in 17 attempts with an impressive 30 victory at Anderlecht last month. Bayern have never lost against Scottish opposition in Munich, defeating Celtic 21-0 during the 200,304 competition in their only previous meeting in Germany. Anderlecht Bell v Paris Saint-Germain. Fra Paris Saint-Germain's electrifying strike force of Neymar, Edinson Cavani and Kylian Mbappé has propelled the French heavyweights to commanding back-to-back wins in the section. Anderlecht could be in for another long evening as they search for their first goal and point. PSG thrashed the Belgians 50 in 201,314 when Zlatan Ibrahimovic scored 4 times in Brussels. Cavani and Marco Verratti could return for Unai Emery's team after missing the hard-fought 21 win at Dijon over the weekend that sent them 6 points clear in France. Anderlecht have turned things around after a poor start to their title defense but have won just once in the last 8 Champions League home games. Qarabag AZ v Atletico Madrid. ESP runners-up twice in the past 4 seasons, Atletico Madrid are looking to bounce back from a last-gasp defeat by Chelsea when they head to newcomers Qarabag. Diego Simeone's team are unbeaten in La Liga but were foiled by a late equalizer from Luis Suarez in Saturday's 11 draw with Barcelona. They have just a single point in Europe so far and will target the doubleheader with Qarabag as an opportunity to revive their campaign. The Azerbaijani club lost 21 at home to Roma in the last game, a considerable improvement on a 60 drubbing by Chelsea on match day 1. Chelsea v Roma. Antonio Conte's Chelsea can cement their status at the top of the pool with a 3rd straight win, although Roma would replace the Blues at the summit if they can pull off an upset at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea suffered a shock 21 loss at bottom side Crystal Palace on Saturday, their 2nd on the trot, to drop 9 points behind Premier League leaders City. Roma succumbed to a Lorenzo Insigne strike in a 10 reverse at home to Serie A highflyers Napoli and have only won on 1 of 15 prior visits to England. Spain striker Alvaro Morata could return from injury for Chelsea, but influential midfielder N'Golo Kante remains sidelined. Barcelona ESP v Olympiakos. GRE politics has played a bigger role in Catalonia than football since the region held a referendum that infuriated the Spanish state. On the pitch, Ernesto Valverde is reunited with a club he guided to 3 Greek titles in 2 different stints from 200,809 and 201,012 as Barcelona hunt a 3rd consecutive group win. Barca's perfect start to the La Liga season was ended by Saturday's 11 draw at Atletico, but the Catalan giants remain 4 points clear in Spain, fueled in large part by Lionel Messi's 11 goals. They are also unbeaten in 22 home Champions League matches dating back to 2013, while Olympiakos have made a worryingly sluggish start in Greece on the back of a 7th championship in a row. They were beaten by Sporting Lisbon and Juventus in their first 2 games. Juventus v Sporting Lisbon POR. The 6-time successive Italian champions suffered a first home defeat in over 2 years after going down 21 to Lazio at the weekend to fall 5 points behind Napoli in Serie A. These 2 upcoming clashes will be key to both sides' hopes of clinging on to Barcelona's coattails, although Sporting have a dreadful record in Italy, drawing 3 and losing 10 of their 13 previous matches. Sporting warmed up for their trip to Turin with a goalless stalemate against Portuguese leaders Porto to stay 2 points adrift. A narrow 10 loss to Barcelona before the international break is Sporting's lone defeat in 14 outings this season.